Hello everyone, this is the presentation for Virtual International Innovation Conference 2023, VIIC 2023. My title is Conceptualization of Information Warfare Approaches for Strategizing Information Warfare. The code is VIIC 0052 for Innovation. I'm Dr. Noniwandi Manodin from Center for Media Information Warfare Studies, UIGM. This is my web, Dr. Noniwandi. I'm called as Pakar Perang Saraf and Keselamatan Negara or Information Warfare Expert, National Security Expert. In the context of innovation, I would like to introduce the importance of having Grand Strategy Operational Guidance, or it's called as GSOG. In conducting information warfare approaches, or in Bahasa Malaysia, it's called as Gerak Saraf dan Perang Saraf. We need to have a fundamental on how the underlying approach of this context of information warfare can be conducted. Because it is important to have a synonym and similar conceptual approach that is called as heroing the people, people-centric, feel-good story, current trend, comparative patriotism, and hierarchical. The failing of having this will result to all the information warfare approaches or the Grand Strategy Operation Guidance, Gerak Saraf Perang Saraf, called in Bahasa Malaysia, will not have a similar and significant impact. Heroing the people is basically to take the ordinary people, the normal people, and bring them to a certain level, to acknowledge them in all the Gerak Saraf Perang Saraf activity, information approaches, information warfare approaches, so that be recognized. For an example, if you are putting a programs in any form of villages, you can pick up one of the kids who represent a football club or become a football star in the area and use that in your speeches. If you talk to any associations, organization, for example, to the female audience who have been receiving assistance of cash from the government, for example, just put her name and her poster in your web, in your speeches. So basically you are heroing the people. With this particular heroing the people concept, you are basically giving the opportunity for the people to be realized they are being appreciated. So just imagine if by this Grand Strategy Operational Guidance, you have the similar and the significant impact of heroing the people, people will feel that they are being championed and they are the hero. So instead of using all the celebrity poster, using all the VIP poster, all the minister poster, you also have to focus on poster of that particular people, of the poster of that particular group. And this will be the context of arousing the people, and this is important, significant, because emotional appeal is important in the element of information warfare approaches. In Gerak Saraf, Perang Saraf, we need this to escalate the interest, the motivation for the group to support the intended objective. And people-centric basically giving all the elements of people recognized elements in the form of speeches, talks, poster, video, and so on. Always use the words of people-centrics for the people, for the rakyat, for the needed, instead of using for me, for you, and for the betterment of our organization. So these people-centric combination have also to be symbolized in lots of symbolizations, and it goes after the heroing the people. Feel-good story is basically, the third one is feel-good story. Basically putting all the feel-good element in one shots or the campaigns or propaganda elements, Gerak Saraf, Perang Saraf, or any information warfare activities. So by putting up the feel-good story element, basically you are hyping up the people towards the current elements of feel-good story. So it looks into one element of powerful, strong word contact, which is always try to be positive. The current trend is basically you move on into the elements of the current trend. Always look into the hashtag, the current hashtags, the current symbol, the current color, the current songs, the current trending, and these will be the benchmark on how you execute the particular importance of your elements for the representations of Grand Strategy Operation Guidance, information warfare approaches, Gerak Saraf, Perang Saraf. And these will boost up the elements of positivity, the feel-good story, and people will focus because it's quite current trend. Don't get to be conservative, left behind with all the campaigns, songs, symbol, hashtags, because this will make you to be left out from the society, from your target audience. And the fifth element is what we call the elements of comparative. When we talk about comparative, always try to compare you with someone that you like to compare. Always compare with the agenda towards agenda, ideology to ideology, statistic to statistic, achievement towards achievement. And this comparative value will boost up, will make sure that people be able to differentiate what is your products and what are the other people product, the other party products. And this goes into all the elements that can be used to show that substantial distancing comparative value between statistics, between numbers, between figures, between achievement, and this is a must to hold into that form of representation. And the sixth element is what we call the patriotism. Always look high, always bring our national flag, always bring the national symbol, always bring the patriotism element to enhance the credibility of your programs, your strategic objective, your propaganda, your information warfare approaches, your gerak saraf, perang saraf towards the people. When people represent you as the elements of patriotism, is it powerful connotations? It will provide a powerful contention for you to argue, for you to develop the kind of major support, the massive support from the public, from the target audience, because it symbolizes a national objective element. And this patriotism could be shown easily by using the flags, by using the symbol, by using the representation, any elements that represent the kind of patriotism spirit towards the receiver of your targeted products, information warfare, gerak saraf, perang saraf approaches. And the seventh component is what we call the hierarchical. Always develop a kind of visible hierarchical. If you go by to certain person, certain situation, always make sure that you look dominant, but you give them room and space to provide some idea. If you with a more develops or more advanced target group, make sure you are competitively with them. You must not show that you are weak, you must not show that you are left behind, you must show that you are capable to develop into the major interest to that particular group. But if you wish a group that you want to persuade them, to bring them into the society, to bring them into your circle, to bring them into your agenda, always make sure that you are easily can be attached. You are easily can be friended with them. You are easily can be talked with them. But they know that you are in power. They know that you can make decision. They know that you have the powerful to change their life and took care of them all the way to some entity of elements of representation. So this is what we call the element that should be looked into the part. So the conceptualizations of information warfare approaches have to be based by heroing the people centric, feel-good story, current tense, comparative, patriotism, and hierarchical. We all might experience towards all the way as the elements of pakar perang saraf and keselamatan negara. As information warfare expert and national security expert, this is my innovation. And hopefully, this will make a better approach of information warfare, the conceptualizations of information warfare approaches, and of course, for strategizing information warfare. Thank you very much. I'm Dr. Niwandi Maludin. This is my innovation. Thank you.